Hey guys, it's 7Mary2 and welcome back to The Sims 4. This video is not pre-recorded. This video is not half recorded. This video is, well, it's not live, but we're back in The Sims. Guys, I have The Sims back and I've been playing a lot of Sims because I haven't played Sims in so long and it feels so good, and I thought the only way to come back was to come back strong with C.A.S, because C.A.S are definitely my most popular videos here, for sure. So I'm giving the people what they want to see. I don't think we'll play any more random games for the most part. I think maybe a couple more Planet Zoos, but we're gonna focus on Sims here for a while because we're back, baby, and I'm thrilled to be here. Coming back strong with C.A.S. We are making The Sims from Mary Poppins. 1965. Somebody take me back, dude. Take me back to the time of 1965. 2025 is too much for me. I'm going on. I'm rambling. So, of course, beautiful Julie Andrews. Now, little disclaimer here. I don't think these guys looked all that accurate. I think I'm rusty. You guys. I think I'm rusty. Because I got to make two of the most iconic actors from the time period, and maybe the two most iconic actors of all time, really. And I just don't think I did them justice. Like they're the Temu versions of themselves, you know? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what I did wrong, what facial features I could have changed. For good old Julie, I think it's her eyes. I don't think they're the right shape. I think she comes across when she's all finished like, oh, you'd look at her and be like, yeah, it's Mary Poppins. But she's just not translating Julie Andrews. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. So if you guys want me to try them again, just the two of them, because I think everyone else turned out all right. Let me know if you want me to give them a second try. Maybe I can improve. Let me know. I am not a custom content girly. However, I will say I would love some time period clothes in this game because we don't have enough. And when I'm playing a game like this, all I want to do is escape into a time period that's not this one. And supposedly we're getting a pack that is the royalty pack, but it's gonna be supposedly the last one for The Sims 4. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm just whatever. Anyway, I gave her two outfits. The first one is like when she's in the nursery with the kids, cleaning up the joint. And the second one is her travel outfit. Unfortunately, I could not give her an umbrella with a parrot on the end. Fun fact, something that I learned recently. Did you know that the parrot was voiced by Mr. Banks? Isn't that crazy? That's wild to me. That is wild to me. Yeah. I never would have realized if I hadn't looked it up. He did a great job voicing the parrot. I think that's true. I don't remember where I heard that. But, you know. Yeah. Her travel outfit. Very unassuming, really. Super unassuming. I also used the shirt that I probably would not use in any other context. I just put it on and it looked like it worked. Like, look at this. Clipped through the scarf a little bit, but we have two scarves. It's okay. I liked the other one a little bit better, but that's fine. I didn't do any of their other outfits just because, first of all, it took me 30 minutes just to make Mary Poppins. So I also looked up the part of the movie where the kids like write down all their like their, what's the word I'm trying to think of? all the expectations they have for the nanny. So her traits are perfectionist, idealist, and cheerful because she's practically perfect in every way. She's never cross, and she does what's right. I don't know if the aspiration really fit. The aspirations I'm not too worried about with these Sims, to be honest, because most people aren't playing with them. We're just here for the fun. Just here to see them come to be. It's a good time. And now the man, the myth, the legend, Dick Van Dyke himself, also didn't do him justice. I think it was his nose. I messed with his nose for so long, and I still don't think I got it right. His eyes probably played a part in that too. Maybe my base sim was just not right. I don't know. But something's off. Dick Van Dyke's nose starts out a little bit thinner and then it gets really like wider and rounder towards the bottom. And that's really hard to do in Sims. Lips, I feel like the mouth is usually the hardest thing to get right. Because it's so, people's mouths are so like any ounce of a person that you change and they're not going to look like themselves. So kudos to God for being extra creative when he makes people, because I cannot be. However, it does make it harder for me to recreate the people. So it's, it is what it is. I'll take what we can get here. I mean, I think you can kind of get the essence. If I tell you who I was going for, I think you could be like, oh, yeah, I mean, I can see that. But I don't think you'd look at this guy and be like, ah, yes, Dick Van Dyke. No, not at all. So maybe I need to try them again. However, let's talk about the movie for a minute. Who all watched this movie? Who all still watches this movie? Because this is a good movie. It is the corniness. Ooh, paused it, my bad. You've got the corniness of the 1960s, but the corniness of the 1960s is charming. It is so charming. Like, movies these days do not have whatever they had in the 1960s. It was something. It was beautiful. It was enchanting. And the actors were just so good at their craft. I feel like acting as a whole is just not viewed the same way as it was. And maybe it is by like specific people, but definitely not as a whole. Definitely not as a whole. And you can just tell when you watch old movies how engrossed these actors were in their job and perfecting their craft. And it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Something that we don't have today. So sad. Tried making his face a little narrower, a little longer. But he's just not giving Dick Van Dyke. So I did the next best thing. And I covered his face up with soot. Because you can't even tell. Did I leave him in the dirty ranch clothes? That's funny. Or did I switch it? Oh, I should have done that one. Wait, that one looked good. That one looked very chimney sweepy. Oh, man. Bummer. Oh, that's good too. Oh, that works. That works. I like the other one though. Very chimney sweepy. There we go. Good old Get Famous. Giving us the smudges, Beautiful. And then I tried to tweak him again and I was like, I can't tweak him with the stuff on his face. So I took it back off, tweaked him again, put it back on. It was a process. I think I got closer in the end, but I'm not looking at this guy thinking, yes, Dick Van Dyke. So sad. So sad. They really put me through my paces. And on my first time back, he is cheerful, childish, and generous. He's got a big heart, and he's a big kid. Basically sums up Bert. And I also didn't have a last name for Bert. He doesn't have a last name, he's just Bert. So I gave him the last name of Alfred, and I think I read something somewhere about his original name being Alfred. Wait, I need to look this up now. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Where did I read this? Anyway, while I do this, we're making Mr. Banks because Mr. Banks is iconic. Hello. Mr. Banks is an icon. And I remember highly disliking this man as a child. And as an adult, I relate to him. So, you know. You know, it is what it is. Where did I find this? Was it in here? I don't remember. Mary Poppins. Maybe in the... Was it a book? Book. It was a book. It's a whole book series, as a matter of fact. Known as the Matchman. I don't know. If I find it, I'll put it up on the screen, because we need to give Mr. Banks his time, okay? Yeah. Single father, working man. You know, you gotta feel for him a little bit. And he's a little off his rocker, so we're driving him to insanity. And it's sad. I feel bad for the poor guy. George Banks. Truly an icon. What a good actor. What a good actor. Oh, that was fast. I don't think he looks exact, but I like the way he looks, so hopefully that's good. He's proper a perfectionist and what is that? Ambitious? Ambitious. And lastly, the children. The children. I feel like kids in this game are... Watch this girl's head. Something happened to her. Look at... Oh, wait, no, that's not what it was. Her whole head just... Look at that. Her whole head just, like, got bigger. And I couldn't undo it. I couldn't figure out what happened. So I just had to start with a whole new base sim because I couldn't fix it. Why did her head get so massive? I'm so confused. Oh, well. Anyway, what was I saying? Children. Children are super hard to make in this game. Like, super hard to make. Because I feel like we can't do that much with the kids. They all kind of look the same. And... and the kids in this movie, Jane and Michael, they don't have very, like, distinct features. Like, they're kind of just... They're very generic, which makes them very hard to create. Also, I discovered Michael doesn't have eyebrows, so that's fun. That's fun for me. I think, let me find the picture that I got their outfits off of, because it is there. I also aged her up for a second, because sometimes when you age up the kids, like you create the kids and then age them up, they look really scary. However, I think if you want to play with Jane and age her up, you'll need very minor adjustments to make her look normal and not like an alien. So I considered it a win. Although when you age them up and create a sim, it's very different to when you age them up in the game. So I don't know. So I was looking at her pink dress. I probably could have looked at her orange dress. I don't know if that would have been helpful at all. I don't remember what trait I gave her. I think I gave Michael active imagination. I don't remember. Outgoing, perhaps? Because she's kind of rambunctious. She's kind of outgoing. She's kind of a little bit all over the place, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. And then there was Michael. And then there was Michael. And then there was Michael. And I'm telling you, go and look at pictures of this child. Because he didn't have eyebrows. And I was like, how do I make him look like he doesn't have eyebrows without actually taking away his eyebrows? And there was no answer to that question. I literally had to take away his eyebrows. And I was like, well, this is depressing. Poor child doesn't have any eyebrows. Poor kid. Anyway. He doesn't have eyebrows. He was kind of tricky to dress too, because they don't really... Again, our time period clothes are very limited. And I think this was supposed to be World War II era. I think this was set in the 1940s. So technically, it's not even 1960s. We gotta go back farther. We gotta go back to the war, people. So yeah. And then I looked at the picture again with both of them, and I gave her new shoes. I think her boots would have been like for like if when they went on their outing or whatever. That's probably what they would have worn them for. And yeah, like I said, he wears a button-up shirt like without like a tie or anything, and I don't even remember. I'd have to pull the picture back up. I don't even remember. Oh, and shorts. Why do we have just the worst kids' shorts ever? I'm not complaining. I'm just asking. I'm just inquiring. Why are all of our kids' shorts just terrible? They're terrible. And I'd like to know why. So I put him in this. It kind of gave the vibe of what he wore without being what he wore. And, you know, it's good enough. It is good enough. And we've got leg warmers for his socks. Anyhow, I'm going to throw up some screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Welcome back to The Sims. We're back, people. Leave your comments, feedback, and suggestions in the comments down below. And I will speak to you all next time when we play more Sims. Civ Mary 2, over and out.